Welcome back, my amazing 4th grade artists. For our next project, we'll be focusing on the art of origami. So what is origami? Origami is the art of paper folding. Its name derives from the Japanese words ori, which means folding, and kami, which means paper. Traditional origami consists of folding a single sheet of square paper, often with a colored side, into a sculpture without cutting, gluing, taping, or even marking it. There are lots of different types of origami, ranging from a more simpler version to a more intricate and detailed version. Now we're ready to start our origami pop-up flower bouquet. Our learning goal is a sculpture, and a sculpture is when we produce a work of art through sculpture that is three-dimensional and utilizes different paper techniques. Our learning targets for this project are: I can create sculptures using different paper folding techniques, and I can get ideas from my community. The materials you'll need for today are 7 pieces of square paper, 1 piece of rectangular paper, a glue stick, scissors, and markers, crayons, or colored pencils. All right, boys and girls, let's get started.
To get started, first you're going to just need 1 square to start, so you can set all these other pieces aside. All we need right now is our square piece, our first square piece. All right, so our first step that we're going to do is we are going to take our square piece of paper and you're going to fold it from corner to corner. Remember, I'm also going to upload these directions and I'm going to upload them into a PowerPoint for you to print out or look at if you'd rather follow along with those, or if you're having problems and you want to go back and you want to look at them that way, you can look at them that way, or you can just pause the video as we go. All right, so that is our first. Next, you're going to, so once we folded it corner to corner, we're going to fold it again in half, corner to corner. So you're going to fold it again. Okay. And we're going to fold it one more time. So that's 3 times that we're going to fold it total from corner to corner. So you're going to do it 3 times corner to corner. All right, so now if you're looking at your paper for the next step, this fold side, you're going to want that on the right. So you're going to hold the fold side, and then you're going to see all these pieces that are going to kind of come out, but we're going to hold those close. And this is where we're going to draw what we're going to cut out. So we're drawing the petal, and we're going to start from here. We're going to make an arch, like a semicircle, that's going to go across. And I'm just going to use one of the colors that I'm going to end up using for part of my flowers to draw that spot so that you can see how we're going to cut it out. So you're going to draw your semicircle, and then you're going to take your scissors, and you're going to hold all of these pieces together. So you want to hold all the pieces together when you cut it. And then you're going to cut along the semicircle. And you're going to cut that piece out. Right now it kind of looks like an ice cream cone. And you can throw this away because you don't need the scraps anymore. So we're just going to toss those to the side. All right, so now you're going to open it up. And you're going to see the shape of our first flower, the beginnings to our flower for our origami part. All right, so now for the next step, you're going to see all of these creases, and these are going to separate all of our petals. And then you're going to see that the inside of the crease is kind of separating our one petal into 2 parts. So now you're going to take those 2 colors that I told you to set aside, and you're going to choose which colors you want on the outside of your petals, which colors you want on the inside. So I'm going to start with blue on the outside, and I'm going to start, and I'm going to add some color. So I'm going to add color, and I'm adding color around the outside edges to my petals. Now, before you go crazy coloring, you're going to leave one section completely open. So you're not going to add any color to one whole section of your petals. But you do want to go around and around and around and add color to the other sections. But you're going to leave this one blank. So you're going around and around and around the edges, leaving this one completely blank. You're going to take your other color and you're going to add color from the center. So we're adding color all the way around. Again, we're leaving this whole entire section, so it looks like a heart. We're leaving one whole heart section open, completely blank, no color. We want to keep that open. All right, so once you add the color, you're going to take your scissors again, and we are going to cut one section of this petal out. So you're going to put one cut, and you're going to just go right along the fold, cut that part, cut that part. You can throw that away because we don't need it anymore. And now you're going to see that you have a flower. You're missing one petal, and you still have the other half of that petal. And you're going to take your glue, and you're going to put glue on that empty petal. And now for our next step, we're going to slide this glue part of the petal underneath this petal, and it should match. You're going to try and match it up as best you can right on top of it. And you're going to press down, and it's going to give our flower a little three-dimensional feel to it. Okay, so we're going to keep that. Now what I want you to do is you're going to fold that flower in half, and you're going to set it aside. And then I want you to get the other 6 pieces of square paper, and you're going to do the exact same thing on all 6 pieces. So when we come back in a second, you're going to have all of these pieces folded like this. They're glued and colored, and you're going to have 7 of them. Okay, now we're ready to start assembling all our pieces together. So now that you have your 7 flowers folded in half, I want you just to use, we're going to start with just one. So you can set your other ones in a pile to the side. So let's just set those ones to the side. And right now we're just going to work with our one that we have. So we've got our flower folded right in half, and we're going to start putting it together to glue it to make our pop-up card. All right. So the first thing that we want to do is you are going to take this flower, and what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you place a dot, and I'm going to have you place the dot on these certain areas so that you know where it is that you're going to glue. So we're going to dot at the top arch of this first petal of the piece that's folded in half. We're going to dot there, and we're going to dot here. And I want you, once you add the dots, then you're going to take your glue stick, and if you're using Elmer's glue or any other type of glue, you're going to put one dot right where the dot is. If you're using a glue stick, you're going to add just a little glue to the edge of the petal. We want to make sure we do the edge of the petal. We're not gluing this whole area, and we're not gluing down here, and we're not gluing on this petal at all. So you're going to want to pay very close attention to how we're going to assemble this together in order for it to work. So right now we've added glue to this part, and you're going to take another flower from your pile, and you're going to match it up. And we're going to match up so that one of the petals is going to lay right on top of it. So we're going to match it up as best you can, and you're going to push it down. And then we're going to take another folded flower from our other section over here, and we're going to set it and match it up right along here. So you're matching the petals up. Okay, whoops. All right. So now we've matched it up. We're going to press it. And we are now ready for our next step. So again, making sure that we're keeping everything folded exactly the way that I'm showing you in the video so we don't get confused. And now I just want you to turn, actually, do we need to turn it? You can, I want you to look in the center. So you're going to see this area right here that has not had a dot on it at all, but now we are going to place a dot there. So we're going to place a dot here, and we're also going to place a dot on this section of a petal and this section. So we're doing the center sections, leaving these 2 petals on the outside open. And then you're going to want to add some more glue. So we're going to add glue here, here, here. And again, we're not gluing the entire petal, we're only gluing towards the edge of the petal. And you're going to take one of your flowers from our little area over here, match this entire flower now up as close as you can to this one. Press down. Okay, and now I want you to watch closely where I add the next dots. So I'm going to skip this area of the petal, and I'm going to go right here. I'm going to put a dot. I'm going to put another dot here, and I'm going to skip this one completely, so that one's empty. Dot, dot, empty. So it's empty section, dot, dot, empty, dot, dot, empty. And I want you to add some glue here, here, and again, everywhere that we set a dot is where you're going to want to put your little section of glue. And we're going to take another flower from over here, and this time we're going to match it up so that it covers right on top of where we have our glue. So we're going to set this one right on top of here, and we're going to set this one right on top of this section, and you're going to press. Now you're going to take another dot. So we're going to skip these two, and we're now going to do the three that are on the right side. 1, 2, 3. Glue, glue, glue. And we're going to take our last flower from our little bank over here of flowers we had, and you're going to match it up as best you can. Press it hard. And now we're going to press, press. If you're using Elmer's glue, you might take a little longer for it to dry. If you use a glue stick, then you're probably going to be able to work it a little bit quicker, but you're going to press it down so that it dries. And now, once it dries, we're going to open it, and we have got our 3D origami bouquet. Now, I'm going to show you how we're going to add this into a card, and it would make a perfect Mother's Day gift. So now, I want you to fold it back up, so just the way that you opened it. So when you open it, don't stretch it too much, because we want to fold it back up. And now we're going to set it aside, and you're going to get that rectangular piece of paper that I told you to set aside earlier. So I'm going to use a red. You could use a different color. You could use white. Doesn't matter. And you're going to fold it in half as if we're making a card, because that is what we're doing. So you're going to press that side, and then we're going to open it up. Okay, so now we see the fold line. And you're going to take your flower, and remember, we have it folded all the way, and we're going to set it down, and I'm going to show you where we're going to add a couple dots of glue. Now, this is very important. When you are doing the glue, we want to do the glue towards the center of the flower, so it's going to be kind of like right in the center area. Okay, and when we add the glue, remember, we're not going to want to add glue to the whole entire petal because it's not going to stick up very well when we open it. So you want to make sure that you put it right where it needs to be. So again, on the center petal, just towards the edge. Then you're going to flip it upside down. Glue now needs to be facing down. And you're going to get this part as close to the crease of your card as you can. So you're going to match it up. If you need to move your paper a little bit to see where the crease would be, you could do that too. And then I want you to press down. Press nice and hard. And then you're going to want to do the same thing on this side. Dot, glue on the edge, and you're going to want to push it hard. Close your card. You're going to want to push it really hard. And then if you're using Elmer's glue, it's going to take a little longer to dry. So take your time. As soon as it's dry, we can open it up and see if it works. All right, so let's try it. When you open your card, it's going to pop right out. And now you have your origami Mexican flower pop-up card. I hope you had fun.
Don't forget to upload your work once you're finished. Stay tuned to watch exactly how to upload your artwork to Canvas.
I'm going to show you how you're going to upload your artwork into Canvas for art. When you click your module and you have your assignment, under your assignment, you're going to see an option that says Upload your artwork here. When you see Upload your artwork here, you're going to click it. And up here in the corner, it will say Submit Assignment. You're going to click Submit Assignment. And once you've taken a photograph of your artwork and you're ready to submit it, it's under the File Upload button where it says File, you're going to click Browse. You're going to find your art project. So I'll click this one. Once you have your art project selected, then you're going to hit Submit Assignment. Once you've hit Submit Your Assignment, it should say over here, Submitted. Once it's submitted, that's all you need to do.
Have a great week. See you next time.